Hello, and welcome to this week's intuitive exercise. This week, I'm inviting you to tune in to your body, and specifically to tune into your chakra system and how it affects your body. So the way I'm suggesting you do that is to use a crystal, for instance, with this clear quartz. It doesn't have to be a wand, it can just be a tumbled stone. And choose a chakra point to place it on. I would actually suggest, let's see, what feels better? Third eye? Heart? Third eye feels better. So place it, again, a quartz or some other tumbled stone, and place it on your third eye chakra. You'll need to be lying down for this exercise. And pay attention to how it feels. Pay attention to how it feels at that point. And pay attention to any other sensations that come up in your body when you have that stone on that chakra point. And then experiment. Move it to a different chakra point, perhaps your heart, since that was the second one I seemed drawn to. Start with the third eye, and then move to your heart. And again, see where sensations show up. Feel where sensations show up in your body. Is it only around that chakra point? Or do you notice that your hands are tingling or humming, so to speak? It's interesting to think about how humming hands might feel. That's what mine do sometimes as I consider that. The reason for this exercise is, in part at least, to also acquaint you with the concept of feeling into other people's energy fields and chakra systems. Because if you're called to do this kind of work, then that may come up for you. It could be that it is one of your strengths, and so toning that will be really good for you. And what I mean by feeling into other people is, as an example, I was having lunch with 5 friends a couple of years ago, and we had just finished eating, and we were chatting, and all of a sudden I started feeling sensations all across my abdomen. Clearly some kind of digestive upset. However, I knew by the sensations that it wasn't my digestive system that was upset. It was somebody else's, somebody at the table. So I actually interrupted the conversation to ask who was having stomach problems. I described exactly what I was feeling, and one of my friends spoke up and said I had described exactly what she was going through at that time. Pretty cool, right? So this is another point too that I need to say, that that type of thing typically is permission based. It is not okay to just go around reading people's energy bodies and chakra systems without their permission. For me, it just happens sometimes. And it's usually, I will say too, it usually comes up when it's somewhat emergent, meaning it's something that needs to be tended to, and that either I can help with by, laying my hands on the person, or that it needs to be brought to their attention, like it's an imperative. So it's a fine line there. And as with all these exercises, I really invite you to work primarily with yourself, because unless you are doing this for your work, and which means that you have permission to work with someone else in that way, and you have to be clear that if that's what you're doing, then yeah, keep it to yourself, okay? So explore that. And I'll invite you too, like I mentioned the quartz, consider a comparison. I have a stone here that actually a friend's son gave me as a gift several years ago. He was collecting treasures on the beach, and this is one of the treasures, and he happened to give it to me, which was so sweet. And the thing is, the sensations that I notice with this stone on my third eye chakra are completely different than what I get from this. It could be that with a quartz, you may notice, you may actually, see things in your third eye. Close your eyes and see something that might come up. You might find that you feel some kind of tingling in your crown chakra, perhaps your solar plexus chakra, since that's really the seat of your intuition and your personal power. On the other hand, with this stone from the ocean, it could be that you notice you are feeling incredibly grounded in your feet, for instance. Like you feel like you're super grounded. Or maybe your whole body feels super grounded. Or you may actually feel as though you are floating on the ocean. Be open to those different things, because also it could be that you're intuiting something about the object. Okay? So pay really close attention and journal what you notice. Try different things. One other thing that I'll say, just to not assume that you know what all the chakra points are. You have your crown chakra, which is the crown of your head, third eye chakra, which is usually, well, for me, it's like right here. So just above my brows in the center here. I could think of a triangle, like the bases at your eyebrows, and then the third eye is the point of the triangle. It's a short triangle. Throat chakra, heart chakra, your solar plexus, so right in the middle of your solar plexus, usually. Your sacral chakra tends to be right around the belly button area, typically just a little bit below. And pay attention, it could be a little bit to the right, it could be a little bit to the left, it could be dead center. Mine happens to be a tiny bit to the right, as feeling down my own body. It's just a little bit to the right and below my belly button. And then the root chakra is actually located at the perineum. Perineum? No, perineum. I think that's right. So, biologically speaking, physiologically speaking, the perineum is that muscle point between, it would either be the vagina and the anus on a woman, or the scrotum and the anus on a man. You aren't going to want to put your quartz or stone there. So what you'll do is, this is an intentional part of the exercise, put it as low as you possibly can on your abdomen or down in your pelvic region, as far as you possibly can down, and have it sit comfortably and not feel weird. And intend that it's going to pick up the vibrations of your root chakra. Okay? And also, one more point I'll make while we're here talking about chakras is, most people, or many people, pronounce it chakra. I used to. In Sanskrit, there is a word that is chakra, and there's a word chakra. Chakra is the one that actually refers to these energy centers that are part of our energy body. Chakra is not. It is unrelated. So chakra, think of chalk, like writing on the chalkboard, and ra, chakra. Okay? All right, that's it. Have fun with that. If you have any questions or something comes up for you that you have concerns or questions about, you can leave a comment down below, or feel free to send me a note via my website, lnmgreg.com. Okay? Take good care. Have a good week. Bye-bye.